What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today in this video, guys, we're going to talk about Olympus Dow, Time, and Kalima and my experience with each of the protocols. Guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I just want to talk to you guys about my experience and how, well, these suckers are actually paying very well. And I'm going to explain to you guys a couple more later in this video as well and tell you a little bit about each of them. So first, I want to break down Olympus Dow. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Olympus Dow, they basically coined the term owning liquidity. And why is this different? Well, when you rent liquidity, you have these like Ponzi farms like Poop Coin, P Coin, Hot Dog Coin, Pancake Swap, etc. And you're just constantly giving out coins and diluting the actual price slash, I guess you can say, market cap of the coin itself, because as you're releasing more and more coins, what the farmers will do is they will get the coin, they will dump it, and they will move on to the next farm. It's called farming locusts. That's just how it rolls. They eat all the crops and then they eat them to the root and to where they can never come back. I mean, just look at all the farming charts, especially with the coins that never make it. They get wrecked hard. That's why on this channel we follow the farming rules, because 99.99999% of these farms are going to get wrecked. So Olympus Dow actually owns the liquidity. It exchanges its token in exchange for LP tokens. So it's actually giving you the token for the LP tokens. So instead of actually just depositing the farms into the tokens into the protocol and earning some of the tokens itself, you actually get tokens in exchange. And it has like a bonds mechanism as well. Just watch my full video. It kind of explains it, and they also coined the term 3-3. I hold, you hold, we both win. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because it's really concerning to me, because we have like 100 different protocols almost like every single day coming out of Olympus forks. Maybe not 100, but probably at least 10 different protocols every single day saying, oh, we're a fork of them. Oh, we're a fork of them. Oh, we're a fork of them. Well, guys, you can fork protocols, but you cannot fork the community. What does this mean? Well, just look at Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. If you own Ethereum Classic back 2-3 years ago and you own it today, yeah, it's nowhere near like regular Ethereum. You would have been better off staying with the community, which was Ethereum. Now, look at Olympus Dow. There's so many different forks. I mean, there's a huge list you can just run down and see they usually all fail. There are only certain ones that can make it. In my opinion, I like Olympus Dow, I like Wonderland, and I like Kalima Dow. They all have different things that are entirely different, and their communities are very vibrant. The reason why I like OHM on top is because it is first mover and the community is, well, complete fire. And everyone, if they're saying, oh, we're like Olympus Dow, well, that's kind of saying something. Why are you going to compare yourself to something? Yeah, you don't compare yourself to something that's poop. You compare yourself to something that's superior. Just like back in 2017 with the ICOs. We're the next Bitcoin. We're the next Bitcoin. Well, why are you comparing yourself to Bitcoin? Why can't you just say, we're the next big thing, or we're this, or we're that, etc.? You guys get the point. And Olympus Dow, if you guys understand the rebasing, it's crazy. So when I first deposited tokens into there, it was great. It was like, okay, wow, this is cool. I really like this 3-3. This is fun. By the way, I've been in Olympus for about 2 or 3 months now. So just so you guys can get some context. So when you first deposit into there, you don't really notice it. Like, you notice it, but you don't notice it because you're checking every day and you're like, oh, wow, I just got like 0.001 more tokens. This is fun. But literally what happened after 2 or 3 months, I have 3 times the position that I had, and it's almost 2 times the price I bought it for. So it's crazy. Just so you guys can understand the context of that, it's just mind-boggling. You can't even imagine that. I mean, yes, there are coins that go up in price and whatnot, but basically, being that the price went up 2x, or almost 2x, and the token amount I have 3x, I technically have 6x on my money. That's how you can imagine it, because you do 2x times 3x. Now if it goes to 3x, now it's 3x times 3, or 3 times 3, now it's 9 times my money. So that's how you can factor that in. And on top of that, it is constantly rebasing. So the time it took me to double my supply is going to be half that time to double it again. And then it's going to be a quarter of that time to double it again. And then it's going to be an eighth of that time to double it again. That is one of the 8 wonders of the world. It's compound interest. Warren Buffett talks about it all the time. So right now, Olympus Dow probably paying me about $300-400 every single day just for doing nothing. And that's now. I mean, who knows what it'll be in a month from now, 2 months from now. Actually, it's probably more than that, but that's, yeah, it's probably about that. It's currently paying me about half, or, oh yeah, I guess it is more. It's almost paying 0.75 ohm every single day. So it's crazy. The next one is Wonderland. Now, Wonderland is literally a fork of Ohm, but it's got a great community. It's with Danny. Now, you guys know how much I talk about Danny DeFi. He is complete fire. That guy is a savant. He knows what he's doing. He's like nuts and ham. But with the community over there, everyone, that's what you got to know about these protocols. If you don't have a strong community, they aren't going to 3-3 with you. 3-3 is where you hold it and the other person holds it and you guys both win. Now, if you have someone just coming in there to make a quick buck, like all these other farms that are forking, or all these other farms that are forking, they're going to get wrecked. Now, with Wonderland, same concept with Ohm, except it's on Avalanche. Ohm is working to be multi-chain. Actually, for the most part, it is. And same with Time. But Time is also having somewhat of a gamification. Check out my video on that if you guys want to see it. But same junk, different day. With Wonderland, it's probably paying about $300-400 bucks a day. So same thing. Now, the next one I want to talk about is Kalima Dow. I just entered this one. I mean, it did just launch, so you couldn't really enter it in that early. It's still staying about the same price. I mean, it did go up a bit. I didn't FOMO in the beginning, where actually this case, if you FOMO'd in the beginning, you kind of would have done well. I don't know. It was like reverse psychology. People were like, hey, yeah, go in. Or wait, no, it's going to dump really hard because people are going to sell. But they ended up not really selling. So anyways, guys, that one is the same concept as Ohm, except the APYs are not going to be as high. I made a full video explaining that, so make sure you guys check that out. But it has actually taking on carbon credits. So this is why I went into this one, because it has a real world use case. Now, when you have something that has a real world use case, you know, similar to like Terra Luna and UST, that's actually being used in Korea, that's where you find your game changers. So TLDR of this video, what you need to look for, be careful with all these other forks and fart coins, poop coins, whatever coins, just be careful with them. What you need to look for is 1, community. 2, obviously code that is not just straight trash. Yes, if it's a fork, you need to make sure it's secure and so on. And 3, on top of community, you want to see if it has the network effect. Now, Wonderland Time has a massive network effect because it has Danny DeFi. Olympus Dow, massive network effect because it's interoperating with several different DeFi protocols. Same thing with Wonderland Time. Now, Kalima has the network effect in the real world. This is digitizing the carbon credit economy. That's why I jumped into it. Anyways, guys, if you guys want to jump in the Discord to hear what I'm talking about in different farms and what protocols I'm farming, and if you guys want to hear about the different altcoins we're looking at and talk to some other giga chads that are in the chat as well, in the Discord, they're way smarter than me. You guys can check it out there. Links in the description below. It is the Patreon link. Let me go ahead and leave you guys with a wisdom one-liner. Yeah, sorry for this candid video, guys. Kind of just had to get it out there. Been seeing all these different Ohm forks. All right, so Proverbs chapter 15, verses 15. All the days of the oppressed are wretched, but the cheerful heart has a continual feast. Be cheerful, guys. Y'all guys can also catch me on tweeters. It's at rent a home fast, like literally at rent a home fast.